Next, we'll call another add-on to our docket, People v. Steven Atkinson. It's two file numbers, 26-7165 and 7166 FH. Counsel, you want to state your first, please?
No, and I have Mr. Atkinson, who appears in person and testimony to my right. Thank you.
All right, and I spoke with I spoke with counsel over the lunch break. These cases are scheduled for jury trial in the next couple of weeks. One of them is next Tuesday. But the parties have reached a negotiated resolution of the case. Is that how Mr. Atkinson wishes to proceed, Mr. Nightingale?
Yes, sir.
And do you consent to the filing of the amended information in both files so that for purposes of plea taking?
Yes, sir.
All right, and it's for a no contest plea. What's the reason for a no contest plea?
Civil liability.
And do the people consent?
Yes.
All right. It looks like we're making affidavits here. Receive those. Mr. Atkinson, would you please stand and as best you can raise your right hand for me? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help God? You can have seats. Mr. Atkinson, in a no contest plea, I won't ask you about what happened. Instead, I'll review these exhibits. But I'm going to ask you lots of other questions to make sure you understand what's going on and what your rights are. So my first question to you is, can you hear me fine?
Yeah.
Okay. My first question to you is, do you understand that a no contest plea has the same legal effect as a guilty plea in terms of you being convicted of the crimes and my authority or jurisdiction to sentence you for them? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So for that reason, this is an important hearing because you're waiving a lot of constitutional rights that you have. Oh, okay. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask me. If you need a minute to talk to your attorney, you just let me know, okay? You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so I have to advise you the maximum penalty that you face in file 7165. You'd be pleading no contest to count one, which is possession of methamphetamine with habitual third notice. With the habitual notice, excuse me, that makes that a felony punishable by a maximum of up to 20 years in prison and or a $15,000 fine. Count 6, resisting and obstructing police, is a with a habitual third, is a felony punishable by up to 4 years in prison and or a $2,000 fine. And consecutive sentencing is discretionary for violations arising out of the same transaction. So in 7165, your maximum exposure would be 24 years. In file 7166, you'd be pleading no contest to count 3, resisting, obstructing. Third, that again is a felony punishable by a maximum of 4 years and or a $2,000 fine. And was that committed in the jail?
Yes.
Okay, so that would be mandatory consecutive. And to the extent that there's any challenges to that, it was committed while another felony was pending and be discretionary consecutive. So that means your maximum exposure in all these cases for those 3 charges would be 20 years for the possession habitual third, plus 4 for the first R&O habitual third, plus another 4 for the second R&O habitual third, for a total maximum out date of 28 years. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
All right. And you are on parole, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So these sentences, whatever sentences I impose, are by law mandatory consecutive to any punishment that the Department of Corrections gives you for the parole violation. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. Did you read and understand the rights listed on the advice of rights form?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you sign that form? Do you have any questions for me or Mr. Nightingale about any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Do you understand if you plead no contest, you be giving up all those rights and won't have these trials?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is that what you're choosing to do today?
Yes, Your Honor.
If I accept your plea, you give up any claim that they were caused by any threats or by any promises that we don't put on the record today. Do you understand that? Also, when you plead no contest, you lose the right to appeal. And if you wanted to appeal, you'd have to seek permission. You would do that by filing an application, but the types of issues you could raise on an appeal by application are very limited, much more limited than if you were convicted after trial. Do you understand that? All right, the plea agreement provides in exchange for your plea to the charges I outlined, the prosecutor will dismiss the remaining charges as well as the habitual 4. And there's a sentence agreement that any incarceration will be within the Michigan sentencing guidelines. So I won't exceed those guidelines either up or down. Do you understand the terms of that plea agreement?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Nightingale, is that a full, fair, and accurate statement of its terms?
It is.
Ms. Goodrich.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Atkinson, that sentence agreement for to stay within the guidelines is not binding on me. But if I didn't follow it, you'd be allowed to withdraw your plea. Do you understand that? There is one important exception to that. If you were to get yourself in trouble back there in the jail by committing an assaultive thing or a new crime or some contraband or anything like that, you commit some misconduct while you're back there, then by your misconduct, you would lose the right to withdraw your plea, even if I went above the guidelines. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Other than the plea agreement, has anybody promised you anything to get you to plead no contest?
No,
Has anybody threatened you to make you do so?
no, Your
Is it
Honor.
your own free choice?
Yes, Your
Knowing all these things, how do you wish to plead in file 7165 to count 1, possession, methamphetamine, habitual 3rd? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
no contest.
How do you wish to plead to the charge in count 6, resisting, obstructing a police officer, Deputy Koletsky, habitual 3rd? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And how do you wish to plead in 7166 to count 3, resisting and obstructing Sergeant Simmons, habitual 3rd? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
All right, I'm going to take a look at these affidavits here. Okay, and in 7165, I do find the affidavit establishes venue and time, date, and that it establishes probable cause that Mr. Atkinson was in possession of methamphetamine and that he did not comply with lawful commands initially to exit the vehicle, establishing a factual basis to those crimes. And in file 7166, the affidavit establishes venue and time and date occurring in the Sheboygan County Jail. Okay. And while Sergeant Simmons was attempting to apply some additional restraints to Mr. Atkinson, he pulled both hands back through a tray chute, satisfying those elements as well. On Mr. Atkinson, there's a habitual 3rd notice in both files. So back on in December of last year, did you have prior conviction from 2023? I'm sorry, from 2017 for delivery of controlled substance in 53rd Circuit Court? Do you agree that
2017, 228, 2017, do you agree? The controlled substance delivery. 53rd Circuit.
Yeah,
okay? And do you agree that you had a conviction for possession of methamphetamine in this court in 2023?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Nightingale, are you satisfied with the factual basis as to both files?
I am, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
Mr. Nightingale, you're aware of any other promises, threats, or conditions?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Goodrich?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Nightingale, in your judgment, does the court fully comply with the requirements of MCR 6.302?
The court has.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Atkinson, I find that your plea is knowingly, understandingly, and voluntarily made in both files, and that there is a sufficient basis, in fact, and law to plead you guilty of those offenses. So I hereby accept your plea of no contest to both files. And because he's sitting on dead time too, I think we want to not use that October date or the late September date. So we could set this for September 1st for sentencing at 10:20 a.m.
That works for me.
I hope so. We just set Miss Becker, you're getting that file for a probation violation that morning.
Yes, that looks good. Thanks.
Okay, so we'll set this for September 1st. I think it'll just be an updated PSI. Can we do it updated? The last one was a couple of years ago or no?
As long as it's within 3 years.
Okay. Okay. All right, so September 1st at 10:20 a.m. And Mr. Atkinson, you have to cooperate with anything the department needs to prepare those updated pre-sentence reports. And obviously we'll cancel both those jury trials then. Anything further from the people?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Any further from the defense?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you then, Mr. Atkinson. I wrote the